For number 7, once again, we're finding the first derivative. And since we have a function of x in the top of the fraction and also in the bottom, then we will be using the quotient rule. So that's the denominator times the derivative of the numerator. So the derivative of the ln of x is just 1 over x minus the denominator, the numerator as is, times the derivative of the denominator. It's pretty simple. X plus 1, the derivative of that, of course, would just be 1. All of that over the denominator squared. Simplify a little bit here, and I'm going to go ahead and multiply in the 1 over x. We're going to think about this as x over 1, so the x's will cancel and we're left with just 1. And then 1 over x times 1 would be 1 over x. And ln of x times 1 is just ln of x, so we get minus ln of x all over the denominator squared. For number 8, we're going to use the quotient rule again. We have a function of x at the top, and also we have a function of x at the bottom. So the first derivative would be the denominator, as is, times the derivative of the numerator, which once again, the derivative of the ln of x is just 1 over x, minus the numerator, as is, times the derivative of the denominator. And when we look at the denominator, we have two terms. The derivative of the first term is 0, and the derivative of the second term, e to the x, of course, is just, once again, e to the x, all over the denominator raised to the power of 2. All right, I'm going to choose to leave that as is. For number 9, we're asked to find the second derivative of this function. So you have f of x equals x times the ln of x. So since you have a function of x times another function of x, then this is definitely a product rule. So that would be the first, as is, times the derivative of the second. So that would be 1 over x, plus the second, as is, times the derivative of the first, which of course is just 1. So we clean this up a little bit. X is like x over 1. We multiply these two factors together, we get 1. Plus, in the second term, ln of x times 1, of course, is just ln of x. Now we want to find the second derivative, so we'll take the derivative again. The derivative of the first term is just 0. The derivative of the second term, ln of x, that derivative would be 1 over x. So our second derivative simplified would just be 1 over x.